The name of our prototype is Home Compost. Its objective is to make a compost with organic material in your home that in an easy way, and that compost will travel in a truck to an agricultural space, and it will be put in plants to help them to make better fruits and vegetables. The main parts of our prototype is the house, the composter in the duct, the agriculture space, and the truck.
We think that one solution to this problem is to install compost bins throughout our city. Composting favors the growth of plants and shows that we can be environmentally sustainable. So here our hypothesis is that thanks to composting, apart from demonstrating that we are going to be able to develop better environmentally speaking, it will improve efficiency and agriculture by a considerable percentage. Since apart from this, it adds ease and comfort to the farmers, since the compost is taken by a truck to an agricultural area.
Now we're gonna see the different variables that are presented in our STEM project. First, we have the constant. The constant is the element which doesn't change in the experiment. Our constant is a compost because we're gonna use the same amount of compost and the same ingredients for each of the compost we will carry out in each of the tests in our experiment. Then we have the independent variable. This variable is the factor or condition you manipulate during an experiment. Our independent variable is the composter, as we try to show our composter from our STEM project is more effective and will give better results in the production and quality of the compost than other composters. Finally, we have the dependent variables. The dependent variables depends on the independent variables. I mean, if the independent variable change, the dependent variable must change. In our project, the dependent variable are the rural areas. With this, we refer to the quality and the quantity of the crops which are produced, comparing the compost from our composter with another different one.
The functioning of our STEM project is basically that all of the waste, the organic waste we use in our daily life, goes into the duct we install in the house and goes through it and gets into the composter. Here starts the process of turning. This is an essential way of it, since all of the new waste needs to mix with the odd waste of the composter for adding all of it and oxygenate the waste, so it could be an heterogeneous way and mix it so the compost could function. For the city, we're not trying to apply this, we're trying to apply into the rural areas. So we are getting into trucks all of the waste, all of the compost, and get it into the rural areas.
There are many things we would like to improve in our project. However, one thing we would like to focus on is the time the compost is completely ready. The average time a compost is finished is around 3 to 6 months. If we can optimize this process to make it more efficient, we could bring our compost to more houses and thus make a greater impact on sustainability.